There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're live. My name is Aaron Parker, and we are back with another Success Spotlight. These truly are the videos that I love doing the most because it means that we have more success stories on the Power Team, and I'm so excited to introduce to you today Miss Lillie Romero. Lillie, say hello to everybody.
Thank you. I hope everyone has had a blessed day today. I'm just here and excited.
Awesome. All right, Lillie. So before we dive into some training, I want everyone who's watching to make some noise. We've got a lot of people on live chat. I see you guys. Drop some comments. If you're watching the recording, we're so glad that you're here as well. Go ahead, drop a comment down below, and also hit like. Give us a thumbs up. Go ahead, do it now. Click that thumb. Give us a thumbs up on the video. And what you're going to be learning right now in this training, in this Success Spotlight interview, is how this amazing young lady just got promoted to a massive rank of 10K affiliate. This is huge. This is a big deal. And we are so excited to congratulate her. So everybody, now's your chance. Give her a big congrats. Seriously, everybody, come on. Congratulations, Lillie. Woo! All right, so let's dive in, Lillie. First, we have to ask, for those that don't know anything about you, give us the quick snapshot of who you are and tell us a little bit about who you are. Take it away.
Okay, thank you so much, Aaron, for that awesome introduction. I appreciate you so much. My name is Lillie Romero. I live in Odessa, Texas. Have 3 college kids. Well, one of them is going to graduate from high school, but going to college. Wonderful kids, a girl, Lilliette, and the 2 boys, Alan and Jonathan, and they're my why. You know, got to have a why here. Basically, I've been in the health and wellness industry for like 15 years, and I actually had nothing had ever attracted me as much as this has won my heart over. I mean, big time. I was in organic stuff and everything, but my 2 problems were always my 2 challenges in this industry had always been that people had, major health issues, and including stress and, just all kinds of like autism, all kinds of challenging health ailments. I'll put it that way. And I was very limited to how I could help them with the product. So it was always very, very challenging. And number 2 reason that I really had this big challenge was the fact that the system that we used back then was not duplicatable. My team was struggling. They were not having success. I experienced some success, but they did not. And so that's not a very good feeling. So that's who I am now. I've learned a lot, obviously, from all of that, but now I have really transformed my career. Very, very grateful for my team as well.
I love it, Lillie. To get promoted to 10K affiliate is a big deal, and you could get promoted to 5K, like mostly on your own, but to hit 10K, you're building a team, and your team is having success. You're creating duplication. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But I want to just, I love to ask this question because everybody who's watching right now, let me ask everyone who's watching, how would you like to be able to recruit a Lillie Romero? Anybody who wants to recruit a Lillie? I do. So give us the breakdown. I want you to go back in time and give us the process of who your sponsor is and what exactly was the relationship. What did they do? What did they say to be able to bring you on board? And what was it that was like, I got to do this? Give us that breakdown.
Okay, the breakdown. Okay, Mr. Ron Deering, who I'm so grateful for. He is my direct sponsor, and I'm so grateful to have him as a sponsor. And he is the one that actually he and I used to be in one other venture, before business wise. I knew him, a couple of years ago, and I always have respected him, and he's just an amazing person, is very just kind, and has so much knowledge. And I've always trusted his well, the way he works, because I've always seen how he carries himself. He's an expert in what he does. And so um, all of a sudden I started noticing on Facebook all of these celebrations that he was having. I mean, Ron, I was like, well, what is Ron doing? I mean, I kept seeing 5K, 10K, and I'm going, whoa, that caught my eye. I said, I've got to take a look at this. And so I reached out to Ron and I asked him, what are you doing, Ron? And so he presented, he said, go ahead and go and pre-enroll. You got to pre-enroll so that way you can take a free tour and take a look at what I'm doing. So I did, and I didn't join right away. I just kept observing him, and I kept watching all these celebrations. And I said, oh my gosh. So what really won me over was all of I kept watching you, Aaron, with all this team and all these celebrations, and Ron. And I said, I've got to join Ron, because I know that. And then the product, I thought CBD. So I started learning more and more, and I didn't take after about 6 weeks of watching. I just kept watching him. I didn't say much, but I kept watching him on Facebook, all the celebration. And that's what, really, I said, no, I've got to really join in, because this is the system. I kept learning all of this actual system that's so duplicatable and so out of the ordinary. I mean, because I'm one that actually wanted to go online with my previous venue, and I spent a lot of money previously on learning and doing lead capture pages and landing pages and all of this stuff. And I mean, I'm telling you, I spent quite a bit of money, and it didn't really get me very, very far. So this here, that won me over as well. The system, the marketing system, and the duplication, the state of the art system.
Wow. Man, guys, are you getting some value? If you're getting some value right now and you just learned some really cool stuff, I mean, I hope you're taking some notes, because this is 10K success tips right here. And I mean, just give it up for Lillie on that one. And I just want to just hit on a couple things you said, because these are really important things. Number one, you were watching Ron celebrate success, right?
Yes, so I was.
I hope you guys are taking notes here, because if you want to recruit a Lillie, guess what you need to be doing on a consistent basis? What Ron did, which is what? He was consistently posting success stories and celebrating the success of others. She also said she was watching me. Guess what I'm doing all the time? Congratulating and giving recognition to all of the success stories on the power team. And so she didn't join right away. You guys catch that? Lillie, how long was it from the first time that you saw Ron and maybe the first, after you pre-enrolled until you finally joined?
About 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Wow. Yeah. and this is great. I'm glad, because some people join immediately. Like when I reached out to Ron Deering and Ron got the information, like the same day he signed up, he was in.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? You're going to have a lot of people who are not going to join right away.
Right.
Lillie took 6 weeks. You guys know that I have people right now who are signing up with me that I messaged them 6 months ago. 6 months. Yes. And they said no. And now they're signing up, and they're wishing they had signed up 6 months ago.
Exactly.
So there's going to be a lot of people who are watching you. Learn from this. They're watching you. The people who are not joining with you, they're watching you. Mm-hmm. So being consistent in what you're posting on Facebook, the success, the testimonies, how much fun you're having, that's going to attract people like Lillie.
Exactly.
And guess what she said? That's it. Mm-hmm. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it, Ron. Sign me up.
Right. No.
Right.
Boy, I was so happy. And I kept watching, like I said, I kept watching you, Aaron, and all of this activity. And I said, I've got to be in there. I belong in there. That's me right there. All this excitement and all of this stuff and all of this success, I could see it.
I love it. I love it. And so I really hope, we could stop right now and everybody, that one little thing right there is enough that you guys could run with that. And just remember that. Don't ever forget that. All right, let's continue. Next question. Lillie Romero, I want you to take yourself back when you got started. Oh, by the way, I remember one other little piece is Ron. We're reverse engineering how Lillie signed up, right? What did she do? So Ron got her to the capture page. She pre-enrolled, and then that was the process, right?
Right. I told Ron, well, what's all this stuff that all these people that I kept receiving all of these notifications, these emails that, oh my gosh, so many people under you. And I said, Ron, I kept asking poor Ron all these questions. And he says, oh, yeah, you got to upgrade, Lillie. And so simple enough. I did. And oh my gosh, the rest is history.
All right. So I love it. That's an amazing story. And so the point there is, here's another one to write down. Use the system. The system provides a big piece that helps you enroll people into business, which is what? What do I mean, the system? I mean, you get someone to pre-enroll.
Right.
And then as they start to have other people getting placed under them, all of you should know this. Guess what? You reach out to them and you're like, hey, listen, you've got some people in your team. You need to get upgraded.
Yes.
And not everyone does it right away. Some people do. Some people take a little bit longer. But the system works. This is the brilliance of the marketing system. So we love it.
And that's what took a chunk of money off of me before this amazing opportunity is that I was spending money right and left on systems that I wanted to be online and I didn't know how, and I had to spend a lot of money, and it didn't really work for me.
And I'm sorry, and how much have you had to spend on our marketing system?
On the previous on this market, this is free.
It's free.
It's free and it's simple, and they do it for you. They do it for you. The system takes care of your people for you so that you can utilize your time and your efforts on building relationships and everything that we're going to teach y'all how to do.
I love it. All right, so now let's get down to some business here. Who wants to learn how Lillie got results? Who's ready to learn? Who wants to know what she did? If you're ready, let's go. Let's dive in. So Lillie, break it down for us. You got started, and what exactly? Give us some specifics. Like, if you got some scripts, if you've got some messages, if you've got a process, the people that you enrolled, where did you find them? What did you do? Break down for us. What did you do to get results in your first week, in your first few days, in your first 30 days? Go.
Okay. First, I received my product. I was very anxious to receive my product. I started taking it, started sharing it. But for the very, very, very important thing that I said, I'm going to do this. I followed those 10 steps that you have, Aaron, on the actual getting started. I got that done. I didn't care how long it took me, but I was like, I'm going to do it. And I did it. And so this is the core of the success, is to go through those steps.
Wow.
That, and then I started sharing the product, everything, the opportunity. I got a handful of people. I got maybe about 6 or 7 people, actually, customers, family, friends. Some of them joined, some of them bought. And so my first check was like $285. And I thought, oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good commission, because I don't know very much. I just started. I was just barely figuring things out. So to me, that was like, oh, wow, back then,
So what was your first commission, you said?
Like $285.
$285. Now I really want to do something here. Lillie, do you mind if I share the post you put on Facebook today?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, because you talked about this. This is important because a lot of people who are watching right now, Lillie, maybe they haven't made anything yet. Maybe they've only earned a small commission. And what happens in this business is people who are either just getting started or they haven't earned a commission yet, they get a little frustrated. They're like, how come it's not happening fast enough? I've only made $200, right?
Right.
Guess what Lillie did? She didn't stop. She didn't quit. And I want you guys to see this. Check this out. This is really, really exciting. Can you see this on my screen right now?
Yes.
Woo! Look at that, guys. $780 in the last week, $2,100 in the last 30 days, over $7,000 in commissions.
And that's in about 7.5 months, about 8 months almost.
And so I want everyone to realize, first of all, income disclaimer, if there's any guests or prospects who might have found this, there's no guarantee that you're going to make this kind of money. We're just sharing with you what has happened for Lillie. And, you may not make anything. Your results are 100% based on your efforts. But I just love this because you got your first commission. It was like $200. And that's the point of where you just kept going. And now it's like boom, and your team's exploding. Just got this huge promotion. So the commissions that you've earned, this is going to be tiny compared to where you'll be in the next 6 to 12 months. It's going to be amazing.
The big picture here is just, oh, wow. I'm just
so
very, very
I know
fired
one thing
up.
you said was the 10 steps, and I appreciate that. Because how many people watching on the Power Team have not yet gone through all 10 steps, right? You have to ask yourself that. Be honest. We have the 10 steps in our Power Team Facebook group, and it's exactly what Lillie went through.
Yes.
She did it.
There's nothing like doing it because you're not going to be lost in the process. You're not going to be lost. You're going to know a lot if you go through those steps. You got to do them. It doesn't take if you stay focused, it doesn't take that long to get them done. In a couple of days, I did them.
All right, so give us some real nitty gritty specifics here. I know people are hungry for this. What are some things you said, some things you did to enroll some customers, enroll some affiliates? Like if you really go back to the beginning, what were some of the things you were actually doing to enroll and build your business?
Okay, I know that, and this is a challenge for some people. It can be that they haven't received a product, they get frustrated. You know what? I didn't. I didn't even wait for the product to arrive. I did not. I'm telling you that I knew this was great, and you know what I did? I didn't sit there and say, "Oh, no, I can't promote anything. I don't have it." No, you know what I did was I said, I can't wait. I'm just so excited. I'm getting into the CBD oil industry. I can't wait. It's already coming. And so that would get people excited. And they usually, because I was planting a seed, and they would say, "Oh, well, let me know when you get it." So I would write their name down and follow it up. So I didn't wait until I got the product.
I love it. That's huge. I mean, why would you want to delay your success, right?
No.
And so I want to give everyone an opportunity here because we're going to be here for maybe about 10 more minutes. If you're on live and you have questions for Lillie, post them in the chat. If you're watching the recording, you can post them down below, or you can post them in the Power Team group and you can tag her. But one of our rules to protect Lillie is you can't message her unless you're on her team, because we have thousands of people and they're all going to be messaging her, and that's not fair. So if you message her questions, she's just going to respectfully say, "I'm sorry," post it in the Power Team group, and then I'll help you in the group. That way she can help everybody at the same time. So thanks everyone for helping us out with that. And if you have questions and you're here live, post them in the chat or down below or in the group. All right, so now that we got that covered, let's talk about your team, because in order to get to 10K, you're not doing it all by yourself, right?
No.
You've got some people in your team that are getting results. They're making money. They're having success. What would you say is the one or two that you have done that has helped your team create duplication?
I keep an open relationship with my team. I'm constantly in touch with them. I built a good relationship with my team, and I teach them to do the same thing with others, with their people, and just I'm constantly checking on them, saying, "How's everything? How can I help you?" I'm constantly saying that to them, and I say, "Okay, you know what I always like to ask is, do you want to run fast, or do you want to?" Because some of them have jobs, and so I'd like to kind of feel a temperature and see, do you want to run fast or slow, and then I take it from there. Usually. And so they usually say, "Well, I really would like to get ahead." And so then I respect their times and everything else. But once they're out of work, like, some of my top leaders, I'm right there with them once they get off work.
Love it. So it sounds to me like you're just always connecting with your team.
Yes, constantly.
And then I just want to dive a little bit deeper on this, because what happens when you have people on your team that they're just not doing much. They're just not doing anything. And this is when, as a leader, sometimes it gets a little frustrating. You're like, come on, let's go.
Right.
And then you have a couple people on your team and they're just like, boom, they're just like kicking butt, right?
Right.
So what do you do in these different situations? Like when you have people who aren't doing anything and people that are, like, how are you working differently with people in your team to help them no matter where they are?
Well, again, I feel like if you don't just treat all of them the same, like, yes, I do have my own little messenger forum just for the sake of keeping, everything fresh and everything shared in there so it doesn't get buried in other chats. But I treat them individually, and I talk to them. I get on the phone with them. I text, of course. But I see.
So you just really meet them where they are.
Yes.
Yeah, which is great, and that's awesome. I love it, because I'm the same way. If you have someone on your team and they're just not really doing much right now, that's great. That's fine.
Yes.
Still connect with them. But then you got someone who's running. Guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna run with that person.
And usually I try to get. I'm sorry to interrupt, Aaron. I usually try to say that they tell me, well, for the next month, I'm going to be on hold or for something. So I schedule a month and later, and then I still reach out to them. I'll say, okay, well, I'll touch base with you in about a month. So does that sound good? And they're like, yes. So I schedule it. That way I don't forget about them.
I love that. I love that. Meet people where they are. I think a good analogy would be like, I just got back from the gym, right? And we were doing running. We were doing running drills. And there's this kid, and he's running laps around me like I'm an old guy, right? I can't run as fast as this 18-year-old. And then you got other guys, and I'm running laps around them, right? So you can't expect for the kid who's running super fast to take someone who's super slow and get this person running with the super fast kid. It's not going to happen.
No.
Right? Now, is the kid still going to run fast? Yep, he's gone. He's going to run. And so what I'm going to do as a leader is I'm going to run fast with the kid. I'm going to try to keep up. And for those who aren't running as fast, maybe they're just walking. They're just out for a nice stroll, getting some fresh air. I'm going to walk with them.
I love that.
Whatever their pace is in the business, that's the pace that you want to be at with them. Yeah. And that's how I believe you can create good teamwork and duplication. We have a great question here from Troy and Tia. They want to know, where have most of your signups come from? Was it friends and family? Did you message all of your contacts on Facebook? Was it cold market? How did that work?
Combination of, in the beginning, I went through Messenger, a lot of Messenger. I still go through Messenger. And of course, through my phone contacts, I reached out to them. I finished all of them, but I can never say that I run out of people. I've never said that. I've never said that. And let me tell you something, guys, before I forget, now that it's freshly on my mind. I was visiting recently with a prospect, and she just joined, actually. And I was saying, oh my gosh, when I stop and think, with being in marketing for that many years, 14 years, 15 years, I always got a lot of no's, but here it's very rare that I get really a no. I usually get like, oh, later on, or usually people, I hardly ever run into no's, like flat out no's. And I don't know, it's unique.
It's because you're so nice.
Oh gosh. But it's, I don't know. I usually they'll give me like, oh, you know what? Not right now, but I will. I'm interested. Or if they don't buy the oil, they'll want a cream or something. But it usually, I just have to go through the numbers, and that's another thing. We got to go through the numbers.
I love it. All right, guys. I got a big question for Lillie coming up here in a second. And that's going to be just so you can be thinking about this, Lillie. I want you to share with everyone what is your biggest piece of advice, your biggest tip or strategy that you would share with anyone who's watching who maybe has been struggling, maybe somebody who's brand new. So that's going to come here in a second. But I also now want to ask you this, because we were actually together last year. And what happened last year was, I believe, and some people aren't going to like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I believe that one of the key reasons why Lillie's having so much success is because of this. She made the commitment to attend this event in Las Vegas.
Oh,
She was not a 10K affiliate. I don't even think she was a 5K
no, I
affiliate.
wasn't. I hadn't made a 5K. I wanted to be 5K then, but I said, no, but it's going to happen.
And you were there. You made the decision. You made the commitment. You got to Vegas at our convention. It was a huge celebration. And so I want you to share with everybody quickly, what was the experience like for you, and why does everyone who's watching this need to get their ticket and whatever it takes, get to convention, because it is the catalyst. It is the springboard to take your business to the next level. Please.
Really is, Aaron. I can't say enough. There's not one person I don't think that I've ever seen or known of that is not successful, from attending convention. Successful people attend convention. Successful people attend convention. You surround yourself with this energy, this positivity, all of this training. It's just, it's indescribable. It just gets you to where you need to be. Your mind, it's all of the elite training that we have, so unique, that Josh and Jenna were just amazing. And all of these, how generous they are there. I mean, you just see it all. It's a huge eye opener, and this really indescribable. You got to make it there. There's nothing better than going to convention and sending your people to road shows. That's a huge one. Now that we have those, I think those are a blessing too.
Awesome. So everybody's going to get to meet you at convention this year.
Yes.
So, I mean, guys, you get to meet Lillie Romero. What?
I get to meet everybody.
Guys, who's going to be in Vegas? Drop a comment. Make some noise. Who's going to be in Vegas with us celebrating? You got to be there. Non-negotiable, because the people who are going to make six figures in this business, they will all be at convention. Success leaves clues.
Yes.
That's the deal. All right. So with that, everybody wants to know right now, how in the world are you a 10K affiliate, and what is the one or two? And by the way, we got to just take a moment here and just give a massive congrats to Ron Deering, your sponsor. Can we do that?
Oh, I love Ron.
I mean, Ron is just amazing. He's one of the top leaders in the company, 50K affiliate, and just an incredible servant leader. He's so awesome. We love Ron. Love you, Ron. You're the man. And Ron,
thank you so much, Ron.
Ron will be in Vegas as well with us, of course. So, Lillie, 50K affiliate, huge congrats. Everyone, give it up for Lillie, and share with us now in closing, what is your one or two biggest, maybe you could talk about the mindset, the struggle, the challenges, things that people are going to encounter that you can help them through, whatever it is that you can say that really helped you get to 10K affiliate. What can you share with everybody who's watching?
Okay. I know that we all really run into a challenge at times where you can't get a hold of people. That's one challenge that I feel like it becomes a true challenge right there, where people are unavailable or they don't answer. Okay. Here's what I do this is a huge tip, guys. First of all, you got to go through the numbers. I think we all know that. We've had so much, saying about that. You got to enjoy the process. I think you guys have heard this more than once. And building relationships. I'm real big. I've learned even through the process between 5 and 10K, what I've learned. I know I took massive action at 5K because I was 1,300 in 2 days before, and I just took massive action. I wanted to do it and I did it. Okay. So number 2, between 5 and 10K, what I found and learned was the fact that at times people don't realize that, because if you have an enriched relationship with a person, with your prospect, with your customer, you have to ask them questions. You ask them questions. It's all about them. When you do that, you're going to make a great connection, and you lead them all the way through the process. I mean, I take my people all the way through the ordering process. I do. Simply because I want to make sure that the order completes. And that's what I've taught my team to do too, is take them all the way through the process. And there are a lot of people that don't. They just go ahead and order. That's fine. But that to me is something that's uniquely done, is if you have that nice people feel, and it goes a long way. Just stay focused and give quality, and the numbers will come in quantities if you give quality.
So really caring about people.
Yes.
Right?
Caring.
Having those relationships, having those conversations with people, so that you can connect with them.
Ask them the questions. And yes, we have the scripts. Please, one thing that I really am big about, and I've said it to a few of my people, do not let go of the link until you have already gotten a follow-up time after you've sent the link. Ask them, how soon can you watch this? If they say, well, send it now. Well, okay, I'm going to follow up after 10 minutes. Is that all right? And then if they'll say yes, then go ahead and send it. Do not send it before, because if you send it before, you're going to end up chasing people around, and that's a big frustration right there.
We need to pause. Moment of silence. Did everyone just catch this? This is a massive prospecting and recruiting tip. It's exactly what I do. And Lillie just said it. So I want to regurgitate it. And then Lillie, tell me where I'm, back me up here. Tell me if I'm messing up. Okay.
Sure.
What I just heard you say is that before you send anyone a link, a video, information to pre-enroll, whatever it is, before you send them a link to anything,
yes,
you ask them first, how soon can you review the information? When can you watch the video? When can you go through it? And when they tell you when, right now, tonight, once they tell you when, that's when you send it.
Exactly. You schedule it.
And then so you're scheduling it, and then you say, okay, great, I'm going to follow up with you. Yes. This is in your message. I'm going to follow up with you at this time, tonight, tomorrow, whatever it is. So they know, oh, she's going to follow up with me. I better do this. Right?
And don't let go of that link, whatever you do, because you're going to end up chasing them.
So that's huge. Don't ever send the link until you set the appointment of when they're going to review the information. That's exactly what I do in all of my follow-up and all of my prospecting. That's exactly it. So Troy and T are saying, I'm experiencing that this past week. I've been asking before I send the video, and then they don't respond. So
if they don't respond, usually I let them not respond for a while, for maybe a day, or 4 hours or later, and then I'll send a question mark.
Yeah, no, listen, if I'm messaging someone and they're like, hey, can you send me the information? I'm like, sure. When can you go through it? If they don't respond, I'm going to wait like 5 minutes. And I'm going to message them back and be like, hey, Joe, so
are you okay?
Are you okay? Like, where'd you go? Like, hey, Joe, just checking back. Hey, Joe, did you still want me to send you the info?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Send it over. Send it right now. Oh, So Joe, does that mean you're going to go through it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
And when Joe says, yeah, I'll go through it right now. Oh, great. I'm going to send it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to say, I'm going to message you back, in about 15, 20 minutes.
Right. Before you even send it, I don't let it go until they've said, oh, yeah, go ahead and follow up with me in, 2 hours or whatever.
Love it. You guys get some value from that? Huge. Boom. I love it. Lillie Romero, thank you so much.
Thank you.
My friends, everyone watching, again, if you have questions for Lillie, you can drop them in the comments below. You can tag her in the Power Team Facebook group. She'll answer your questions there. This is huge. This is just the beginning for Lillie. I know she's going all the way to the top. She's going to be celebrating with us in Vegas, and we are so grateful. We're so excited to be working with you. Everybody, give it up for Lillie Romero.
I'm honored. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, and Kathy. You guys are amazing leaders. I'm very, very blessed to be here. Thank you so much, and thank you for my team. Without my team, I wouldn't be here. Okay.
Lillie, where'd you get your T-shirt?
I had this made in New Mexico. I'll send you the.
Let's see. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's a CBD oil.
Cool. So share with us the importance of wearing gear.
Oh gosh, yes. You get questions. You get people looking, and they'll ask you questions, and that's the contact or get prospects there. You gotta get there, and please don't let go of. Don't do this and just give out cards without. I exchange a card with their information. I don't just give out cards. I have to have their information, and I'll follow up.
I love that, and we do have corporate gear. Gear here. I'm going to put the link in the chat. It's mydailychoicetools.com. So you can get corporate gear from that link, which is also in your back office, or you can get creative. And a lot of people just make their own, custom T-shirts. What it does is it creates curiosity. Today I was at the post office sending Power Team wristbands, and I had one of my shirts on. I'm in the cannabis industry. And the guy starts talking, and we're chatting away. And he was pretty interested in learning more about what we were doing.
There you go.
So when you have the gear, it creates. I mean, look at that shirt she has on.
It really does. I've loved it.
People are going to stop and ask. So that's another great way to find prospects everywhere you go. Have your gear on.
Yes, have it. Wear it. Apps, anything. Thank you. Thank you again, Aaron. It's been an honor. I'm very blessed.
Lillie, you rock. We appreciate you so much. You're amazing. We love you. And everyone, if you got some value, drop a comment. Give a big thanks and a big congrats to Lillie in the comments. Hit like on this video and share this with your team as well so they can learn from Lillie. Guys, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel because we have a lot more leadership spotlight success story interviews just like this that are coming your way. When you subscribe, click the bell. Click the bell. That way, when we post new videos and we go live, you get notified so you can be first to get access to all of our training videos. Thank you, Lillie. We appreciate you so much. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you. God bless you. Thank you, guys.